who we have behind here, in the middle, is Leif Wilson. Leif is the one who has come in and volunteered to set up the entire HO train exhibit, which was donated by the late Robert Laporte from Verona. Left it in his will, never met the gentleman, left it in his will. So all of that HO train and all the photos on the first blue board down there and all of the artifacts in those cases came from him. Then I get a phone call from this really cool young man here. He's on the end here. Wave your hand, sir. Steve Powers. And Steve says, I got a bunch of Lionel trains. Would you like me to donate them? I said, I'd love to. So when he came with his and we started building, and then Sam Crisino on the left, wave your hand, Sam, said, know who we're talking about? Sam said, hey, Marlene. He said, I got a bunch of them too, and I'd love to put these together. Down he came. All of this work has been done by these gentlemen in just a very short period of time, along with John Nogus, my board chair. John, raise an arm back there, will you please? My other board person, Brad Brown, raise your arm right there. And there's Celia from MVCC, my board person, and Josh Glassberg right here, my board person. So everybody has chipped in and has helped in one way or another with me kind of cracking the whip. Can you believe that, Sheriff? Saying we need to get this done and this done. So those are the players. They are going to, in a minute, we're going to have you briefly share after I get done introducing everybody why you donated it and what else you plan to do. Besides that, I guess I've introduced everybody there. We also then have this wonderful deputy sheriff. Come on over, Peter. Came in and said, Mrs. Brown, I'd like to set up a room for the sheriffs where I can teach kids all sorts of programs about 911, how to call for 911, danger stranger, just a whole bunch of wonderful things that he's going to do. He's going to explain that to you in a minute. And then along comes another young man, Mark Tucci. And he said, I have this wonderful idea for superheroes room. And we put up all these superheroes and we teach kids how to be their own best superhero. I said, that's an awesome idea. And then finally, if that wasn't exciting enough, come on over here, sir. I have been working with this gentleman, Jay McFarland, for, I'll send you switch places back over there. With this young man, Jay McFarland, he is the station master at the Adirondack Scenic Railroad. And we are here today to announce breaking news that the Children's Museum and the Adirondack Scenic Railroad are now going to be offering day-long workshops for school groups, for seniors groups, for art groups, for tourists, for anyone that wants to come in here and spend 2 hours in here, a half hour on each floor, eat lunch here, get on the train, and then they'll go from the train down to the Erie Canal, right? And he'll tell them a little bit about that, and then they'll go from there to the Utica Marsh. He'll tell them a little bit about that, and back here and back on the bus. Is that cool, or is that cool? Yay!
Yay!
Before they say a few words, and let them say a few words, let's run the trains. Let's run the trains. Can somebody step on all the pedals? Gotta have about 6 trains running all by pedals, so the kids can operate themselves. To share about your excitement with what we're collaboratively doing here in Banks Quarry.
Well, I'd like to thank Marlene for getting this done in less than 1 month. I mean, it's just fantastic. And now we'll be able to get people come from all over New York State here, and hopefully we'll be able to work something out with Amtrak to come up here and enjoy the Banks Association.
Banks Quarry.
Banks Quarry East Association. So we're looking forward to that, and hopefully we'll get everything started for this summer. So.
No, hopefully we will.
You got it.
We will.
With your cracking the whip, we'll do it. Thank you.
Will. And we don't know of anybody else who's got this. Nobody has a beautiful museum with 1/4 of a floor donated to trains and growing. And behind you all, that is the original New York Central switching station. How they used to send trains out of next door, right, Jay? Before they have the newer ones. So all of that is just like, and nobody else has what we're offering down here. Would you pass that over to Mark now? And Mark, if you would share.
Yeah, we're just trying to, bridge the fantasy aspect of superheroes into sort of reality, so kids, don't start jumping off buildings with bed sheets on their back and stuff like that. Like how they could bring it to a reality.
Okay. Sheriff?
Sure. First off, actually I don't need that. I can talk
And if you would introduce yourself.
My name is Rob Mashel, the Sheriff of Utica County. First off, it's an honor to be here. It's an honor to partner with the Children's Museum, and most importantly, it's an honor to be the leader of such a fine group of men and women in the law enforcement community, with no other than Deputy Cervello here, who's done a fabulous job, and certainly looking to really, and I want to defer all my time to him because he's the real reason that we're here today. I'm just here to show my support not only to him, but also to the Children's Museum, and I thank you very much for the opportunity.
Heading to the 4th floor, or start getting on the elevator.
Okay, I'm going down now. Peter?
I got a big, you got it, sir. When the Sheriff Mashel came into office and Under Sheriff Swinkowski, I always wanted to do something like this to give back to the community. And I want to teach safety. There's a lot of dangerous things out in the world today. Stranger danger. You're going to find guns laying in the street. You're going to find needles laying in the street. And I also, most important, I want to show them that what the Sheriff's Department's all about. Let the public know what we're involved in, what we do. I just want to give back to the community, and I want to thank the Sheriff and Under Sheriff for giving me the opportunity to do this.
Thank you, Peter. This young man over here, you wouldn't believe it, he drives a school bus, so he's got to get back on his route. This is Steve Mowers, who donated this wonderful Lionel train. Steve?
It was a pleasure really to meet Marlene and all the people at the museum. And basically what happened with me is I saw the article in the paper that the gentleman had donated a lot of HO trains. And I had a bunch of Lionel trains and materials that were just around my house. And my kids didn't want them, and I didn't feel like selling them. So I called Marlene up and made her an offer she couldn't refuse. And here they are. So it's a work in progress. We've got a lot more things to do, but every time anybody comes in and takes a look at it, you're going to see changes and improvements. And thanks to Leaf and Sam and probably some more people that will be helping down the road, it'll just get bigger and better. So